Hello, this is Michael Rubin, and we've been talking about the Slim Harpo song Baby Scratch My Back, and we're going to get to the second lick today. So the second lick goes like this. So we've already gone over how to use your ear to tell the differences between highs and lows to find the notes. So I'm just going to tell you what this lick is. If we were working together privately, I would play each note and have you figure it out. 2 double bend, 2 draw, 3 single bend, 4 bend, 4 draw, and that's a draw where you scoop up from 4 bend to 4 draw. Then you slide down to 2 draw. So from 4 draw to 2 draw, you slide down. But in order to do a slide correctly, you have to pass over every draw note in between. So 3 draw is in between 4 draw and 2 draw. So the lick goes 2 double, 2 draw, 3 single, 4 bend, 4 draw, 3 draw, 2 draw. Now the 3 draw is played very quickly. You're just sliding over it. So I want to talk about 2 notes today. 2 double bend. When I play this for people, I'll play 2 double, and sometimes they'll say to me, 2 single. And I'll say, here's 2 single, here's what it is, and they'll say, oh, 2 double, and I'll say, yes. But then I explain this to them. When playing blues, and you have to guess between 2 single and 2 double, 2 double is the educated guess. And here's why. Even though Slim Harpo plays this song on a B-flat harp, I'm going to talk to you right now as though we're on a C harp, because we understand the layout of a C harp the best. But tablature-wise and scale degree-wise, when I say scale degree, like in the key of C, C is the first note, D is the second note, E flat is the flat third, E is the third. So tablature and scale degrees will remain the same from harp to harp. The only thing that changes are the names of the notes. So for example, on a C harp, 2 double is F. On a B flat harp, 2 double is E flat. But they are both 2 double, and when playing cross harp, they are both the flat 7th. And I'm going to talk about what that means in a second. Let's say we're on a C harmonica, and we are playing cross harp, second position, the key of G on a C harmonica. We know that Slim Harpo is playing cross harp. We figured that out already. In the key of G, F sharp is one of the notes in the G major scale. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. It is the 7th note. When I say the major scale, I mean do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. 2 single bend on a C harmonica is F sharp. 2 double bend is F. There is no F in the G major scale. It goes directly from E, the 6th note, to F sharp, the 7th note. However, all notes have a numerical value based on their position in or around the major scale. So there is a number for F. It's higher than E, it's lower than F sharp. Most of the time, when creating numbers, we use lower than numbers. So we're going to look at lower than F sharp. F is 1 half step or 1 keyboard note lower than F sharp. Therefore, F is the flat 7th. The word flat means 1 note lower than, or 1 keyboard note, or 1 half step lower than. Therefore, since F is 1 half step lower than F sharp, F is the flat 7th. So the question is, when using your ear to guess, is it more likely to be 2 single, the major 7th, or 2 double, the flat 7th? Well, what kind of music is Slim Harpo playing? He's playing blues. What is the most likely scale that you and I have looked at when you're playing blues to pull notes from? The blues scale. In the blues scale, there is a flat 7th and not a major 7th. The blues scale goes 1, flat 3, 4, flat 5, 5, flat 7, root. In the key of G, that would be G, B flat, C, D flat, D, F, the flat 7th, G. Now in the key of F on a B flat harmonica, the notes would be F, A flat, B, C, E flat, F. E flat being the flat 7th, 2 double bend. But the tablature, 2 double bend, and the scale degree, flat 7, remains the same. Since there is a flat 7th in the blues scale and there is not a major 7th in the blues scale, it is more likely that Slim Harpo is playing 2 double bend than 2 single bend. And you can guess that for almost any time you're listening to a blues song. When you hear somebody bending on hole number 2, your first guess should be 2 double bend. Now that does not mean that blues players never play 2 single bend, the major 7th, when playing cross harp. I'll play it right now. Okay? People play it, but it's not as common by any means as the 2 double bend. So 2 doubles should be your educated guess. A lot of times when I'm working with people and I play 2 double, they guess 2 blow. Now personally, I think that there is a very distinct tone between a blow note and a draw note, and between a blow note or a draw note and a bent note. So hopefully your spidey sense is getting to the point where you can tell when something is a draw bend and not a blow note. But if you're still learning and you hear 2 blow instead of 2 double bend, again, it's a matter of likelihood. On a C harmonica, 2 blow is E. In the key of G, the G major scale, E is the 6th note. In the blues scale, there is no 6. It goes directly from the 5 to the flat 7. Therefore, if you have to guess between 2 blow and 2 double bend, guess 2 double when playing blues. So this is one thing, when I work with students and we are jamming together, I hear a lot of 2 blow. Okay? If you were to do the same licks but do 2 double, you see how much bluesier that sounds? 2 double is a much bluesier note, in my opinion, than 2 blow. I'm not saying I never play 2 blow in blues or other professional blues players. They play 2 blow. It shows up in the blues. But 2 double is much bluesier than 2 blow. And when choosing between the two of them, 2 double is the educated guess. Now, the other note I want to talk to you about is 3 draw. As we go from 4 draw and slide down to 2 draw, we hit 3 draw. Now, in this situation, we are barely touching 3 draw. We just tap it and get off of it. If I did it slowly, but in this lick, you just touch it, okay? However, it's important to look at 3 draw now. It brings up an important point. In the key, in a C harmonica, 3 draw is the note B. In cross harp, the key of G on a C harmonica, B is the, oh my goodness, my computer locked me off. Okay, so hopefully I continue to video. On a C harmonica, in the key of G, cross harp, 3-draw, B is the third note in the G major scale. G, A, B. Do, Re, Mi. There is no B or major third in the G blues scale, or a major third in any blues scale. In the blues scale, it goes 1, flat 3, 4, flat 5, 5, flat 7, 1. There's no major third. Therefore, 3-draw on any harmonica when playing cross harp is not a note in the blues scale. Every now and then, you will be playing music or transcribing music by listening to other players and figuring out what they're playing, and they will play a note that is not in the blues scale. This is gold. This is a great opportunity to listen to that note and say, this is a note that is not in the blues scale. Do I like it? Do I not like it? Whichever one, what chord is he playing it over? Does it relate to the chord? How long does he play the note? In this situation, he just hits it and gets off. That's why he can get away with it. But if he plays it a long time, why does it sound good, or why does it sound bad if you play it for a long time? And also good to consider is what note came before it and what note came after it. That has a lot to do with how we hear the note. So be on the lookout whenever you figure out songs for notes that are not in the blues scale. Those notes are gold. And if you can figure out what makes them work or not work, then you can use them in the same way or choose not to use them. Okay, see you soon.